Hey, what's going on, everyone? I wanted to put up this video because I wanted to show you one of the best video game deals I've ever found, if not the best. It probably even beats my Vectrex that I found for $5 at the flea market. It probably beats all deals I've ever found at the flea market or thrift store in the past. I couldn't believe that I saw these games. I was so excited. I'm really happy to have these in my collection. And one of the things about these games is it's one of those games that's always been on my list as one of those dream games that you've always wanted, but I would never spend the money for it. I knew I would never spend the money for what it's worth. So walking into this store and seeing it, I was just like, I couldn't believe it. So I'll go into that game in a second, but I'm going to show you this other one first. So I go into this video game store in my area, and usually they have pretty much around eBay prices. Occasionally you can find some pretty good deals. I have found deals there in the past, but nothing like this. And I walk in and I see some boxed Nintendo games. So I go in, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, these are priced about like what they should be on eBay. And I see this game here. And I don't know how much you guys will know about this game, but it's the Tengen version of Tetris. And this is I've always wanted this game, even just in cartridge. I've never seen it in the past. I've actually never seen this game anywhere before, and especially to be boxed. So the story behind this game and what makes it kind of cool is it's one of the biggest controversies in licensing in video game history. Back when Tetris first came out, there was the computer version, the computer license, the home console, the arcade license, and then the handheld license. And Tengen came out, they had the arcade license, and they came out with this version on Nintendo, but they didn't have the home console license. Nintendo had the home console license. So basically, they went to Nintendo, and they got into this big fight. They sued Nintendo because Nintendo told them to take it off the shelves. Nintendo countersued them, and Tengen lost. Nintendo won, and then we all know Nintendo has the Tetris that it came out with, but this was the first version, and it got recalled, and it was taken off the shelves after 4 weeks. So apparently, according to Wikipedia and all that stuff, I don't know how many copies there are of this, but it says that there are only less than 100,000 for this specific Tengen game, let alone box. So I was really excited to find this, and I went in and I saw that they had it priced about a little bit less than an eBay price for a boxed game. So I was looking at it, and when I looked closer, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell really, but it was completely sealed. It's a sealed copy. It has the tab on the top and everything. So I picked this game up for its boxed price, but it's a sealed version, and it's in pretty good shape. Pretty much everything is pristine except for they have this old sticker on there. So I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm totally going to buy this game. So I picked this one up, which is amazing. I don't know exactly how much this is worth, but I'm sure it's at least like $500 or something like that. I'm actually debating whether I should get these. I've never sent games in to get graded or anything like that, but this one's in really good shape, so I may do that. And I don't know, personally, me, I've never normally wanted to buy sealed games. I always like to have games that I can open up, I can play them and all that, but running into this, I was like, I'm keeping this thing sealed, and I might get it graded and sent in and see what it comes back with. But was super excited to find that. Just the rarity of the game in itself, let alone to find it sealed. I couldn't believe that it was on the shelf, and they definitely underpriced it. So, and then the other one is the game that I've always wanted, and like I just mentioned a second ago, I won't buy myself sealed games. I generally just don't do that. If I get a sealed game, I'll take it, I'll sell it, and then I'll buy games that I can open up and play. That's just how I personally collect. But this one game, of all the sealed games that I've ever looked up or considered buying that I would, this is one of those games. There are probably only 3 games that I would buy sealed that I would want to keep because they're my favorite games of all time, and I would buy a sealed copy of them. But they're so expensive. So the one that I found completely sealed, and it was less than the price of a regular boxed version of this game, is Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. And any of you who have watched my videos for a long time or watched my live streams, I absolutely love this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Actually, the Zelda 1 is my favorite game of all time, and Zelda 2 is second. These games I played so much as a kid. So many people don't like Zelda 2, but I really enjoy it. I think it's one of my favorite games. Basically, I love playing it because it's super challenging. Even Dark Souls that just came out kind of reminds me of this style of game. How difficult it gets, like it's super punishing and all that. And I got this sealed copy, and it even has the H seam on the back. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I can't really see the H seam. There you go. Yeah, so it's got the H seam, and it's a legit sealed copy. So this one's in pretty good shape. It's still got the tab on the top. It's still it's in pretty good condition. The only thing is there's like a little bit of a bend down at the bottom, but I don't know. I'm thinking about getting these sent in and getting them graded. I could not believe this is the one game sealed. This, probably the original Zelda, and then on my shelf behind me, this Contra up here. Where is it? Other side. But yeah, those are like the 3 top games that I would buy sealed if I ever was going to buy a sealed game. And I ran into these at the store for less than the price of the regular boxed version. Could not believe I found it. So happy to have these in my collection. I don't know. Do you guys normally collect sealed games? I know some people really enjoy sealed games. Other people, they get the sealed games, they take them, and then they sell them for games that they can play. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your favorite games are. If you could get one sealed, what it would be. At the store, just to throw in a little bit extra, at the store they actually had Conker's Bad Fur Day sealed. They had Chrono Trigger sealed. They had a bunch of different games sealed, but all of those, for some reason, were priced accurately to the sealed price. So I don't know why these two were cheaper than what they would be sealed, but yeah, I don't care. I'll take advantage of it. I'll go and pick these games up. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what some of your favorite games are, the ones that you'd buy sealed. And just had to put up this video, show you guys. I was super excited. You guys know how much I like Legend of Zelda 2. Oh, so excited to have them in my collection. So, all right, hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will talk to you later. Peace.